India men's national team has won five major ICC tournaments until now. Cricket World Cup twice, 1983 and 2011. ICC T20 World Cup we won last time was in 2007. And ICC Champions Trophy twice in 2002 and 2030. Welcome to the electrifying podcast at Desi Vibes once again. And as you know, we are going to talk about the upcoming T20 World Cup happening in West Indies and United States. So June 9th is India-Pakistan's game. And I don't see India winning that game against Pakistan. And Pakistan will be the clear favorites to win that game. Welcome, Showdown and Arun. What do you think about it, Showdown?
Hey, good morning, Anshul. Good morning, Arun, and good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all the listeners and viewers all across the world. Yes, June 9th is going to be, we are not going to be very popular with this statement, Anshul. I think we are going to get a lot of hate mail directed at us. But I think June 9th is going to be a sad day for many Indians because I agree with you that the Indian team will lose the match against Pakistan. And this time they will exact revenge on us because we won the previous matches or at least the last World Cup one-day match. But this will be like the Champions Trophy match when India played Pakistan and they beat us handily. Their bowlers, especially remember Mohammad Amid, the guy who troubled Rohit and who troubled Virat, and the openers basically got our openers down in the Champions Trophy is back. Of course, there's always Shahenshah Afridi and Haris Rao as well. So they have a good set of bowlers who can trouble our team, who can trouble our batsmen. So I think there is a surprise or two in store for us come June 9th. Arun, what's your take on it?
Yeah, maybe India should not show up if I listen to you guys. Yeah, India-Pakistan is the marquee matchup, no doubt about it. It's anytime the schedule comes out, the first thing we do is try to go look it up and see when India will be playing Pakistan. And if you look at ICC, they've been very clever setting up the India-Pakistan clash very early in the tournament, like second or third game. They're always playing instead of playing later in the stage. So people say, it's a war. So hopefully there's no war between India and Pakistan. We have enough issues already. But look at the record, India versus Pakistan. I think between all the World Cup matches, maybe Pakistan has just won one match. And not more than that, maybe two, but I would be mistaken. So, yeah, I mean, Pakistan is a good team, no doubt about that. Naseem Shah, he comes back and gives that potent opening spell between Afridi and, what they did to India with, I forget that match, KL Rahul that got bowled by Naseem Shah. I think Pakistan team takes more pressure than the Indian team. June 9th, I will be at the game, and I don't think that India is going to roll over and not show up. We shall see the best team win, but I like India's chances.
Arun, one thing I would like to add over here, and I think both of you might not be knowing this. Not a single player from India's T20 World Cup squad will feature in the IPL 2024 final, which is happening later today. It's a great statistics. And most of the players who are in the World Cup team in our squad, they are in IPL bottom three or four teams. Can you believe it? That's the situation.
It's a rest by design, I'm sure.
Yeah. But coming back to India, Pakistan, on papers, I see Pakistan are clear favorites for June 9th. They are going to win. If you ask my heart, it's going to be India. Here is the thing, the balance of Pakistan's team is incredible. If you see the top three or four batsmen or even the bowling, the young breed, the energy. I was just looking into the excerpts from Pakistan and England T20, which just happened yesterday, the second T20. Pakistan lost, that's okay. But there is so much of enthu over there. मतलब जान लगाई हुई है पाकिस्तान हमारे यहाँ तो अर्शदीप सिंह and Pandya, and we'll talk about Pandya more about later on. So that's the situation, and like nation wants to know, India will want to know what will happen to India after that.
India has to win that match to, to set the stage. Go ahead, Sourin. What's your thoughts on this?
I second Anshul's, views as well. Yeah, like he said, a balanced, team. They have Saim Ayub, right, who's a top order. He's a new guy. We have not seen him before. Of course, there is Fakar that we've been seeing. He's very aggressive. And the mainstays, right? We have Babar and we have Mohammad Rizwan. Their wicketkeeper Azam Khan, new guy, he's pretty good as well, and Iftikhar Ahmed comes in. So all these are good bats, right? Pretty steady hands. And then there is Shadab and Imad Wasim, who are all-rounders. So this takes care of the batting. They are capable of scoring pretty fast, scoring pretty aggressively. And if you stack the bowling, purely the bowling, us against them, Bumrah is the only standout. But if you take Arshdeep, or if you take Hardik, or if you take, maybe the spinners have a slight edge, but clearly Shahanshah Afridi, Mohammad Amir, and Haris Rao and company have an edge over the Indian bowlers. So that's why I would give Pakistan the edge over this match. We'll see in about 10 days' time, but my money would be on Pakistan as much as my heart bleeds. And I hate to say this, but that's how it's logically, that's how it's going to play out.
The speed at which we are talking and the content we are talking, everything is in favor of Pakistan. I have a feeling we might get some sponsorship from PCC, Pakistan Cricket Control Board. Huh? How about that, Shannon?
I'm sure we will, right? We need some sponsorship desperately. So be it, Jay Shah coming back and sponsoring us, or PCC, we'll take what we can.
Jay Shah will kick us.
Getting a sponsorship from PCC, I would not be holding my breath.
Okay. So what's next, Sharon?
So basically, next is why has India's performance been so dismal in the ICC? We have not won any silverware, since I think it was a Champions Trophy that we won last, and that was a while ago. So, no World Cup wins, no, T20 World Cup wins. Why are we performing so dismally at these big championship games, while teams like Australia, who lose to us in the league phase, go on to win the final? So what is it that we can't? We have, big time players like Kohli and Rohit and Bumrah, and who are in the spotlight. Right? These are number 1, 2, 3 players in the world, but we can't cross the line when it matters. So what is really lacking, right? What is really the deficiency in the Indian team? Arun, what's your take? Why can't we cross the line in these big matches?
Because we have become good jokers. The top 3, 1, 2, 3. I mean, once we league matches, group matches, we outshine everybody, and then come to playoff, 3 wicket गिरना जहाँ शुरू महामृत्यु job शुरू हो जाता है इंडिया में, and then we're looking to have somebody get us close. They have not embraced pressure. I mean, if you think about, I remember one of the statements made by Dhoni is having pressure is a privilege that he really embraced and enjoyed. And he said, if you are in that position playing with pressure, that, you were one of the chosen ones. I just don't think India team has embraced. They just go top heavy, 1, 2, 3. It's Kohli and Rohit, and they have to perform. If they don't perform, the rest of the team goes. So I just think it's the coaching, it's the mindset, it's just not believing.
I think just to add to this, what Arun said, a few things are there. So from the strategy side and the role definition side, I think they are not able to implement that at the player level. I do know that every team, including Indian team, they have their players' roles defined. But that killer's instinct is missing. I don't think they are hungry anymore. They are happy reaching up till the semifinals and finals, but not crossing the finishing line. But to answer your question, Sharon, what is missing? There's only one thing missing. MS Dhoni. He did it. He did it three times for three ICC trophies, 50 over World Cup, T20, as well as Champions Trophy. So either we should bring him in place of Rahul Dravid, or maybe Gautam Gambhir, since he's been doing so well recently. There has to be some change in the leadership. Some, like Rohit Sharma, he performs, he's not been consistent. And I don't know, in IPL, he was a disaster. And if you go back and see our podcast, I think it was the first podcast, I mentioned Rohit Sharma over there. It was too early in the game at that point of time, but he has not performed. Maybe it's for some other reasons. Maybe he's biased that Rohit Sharma will never perform under Virat Kohli's leadership or Hardik Pandya's leadership. And it's a sensational statement I'm making, but it doesn't happen like that. But anyways, there's something wrong in the Indian team that they are not able to cross the finishing line.
They got to clean house. They have to clean house. They just got to get new energetic team that believes in winning. All these old big names, Kohli, Sharma, and all that. It's time for them to go. I mean, this is what I said at this podcast we did for when we were talking about the composition for this World Cup team. We're too old. These are old players, and they need the young fresh legs who believe in winning. And Sourin, take it away. But you mentioned Abhishek Sharma, like he should have been on the team.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I want the Indian team, right, that we have been cheering on since the day we were born, right, to be like the Australian team, to have that dominance for decades and decades and decades, right, which they seem to rise, but they can't get over the hump. That is the frustrating part, right? Even now, they should have cleaned house and gone with a completely young crop. They didn't do that. They've gone back to the old, tried-tested, guys like Virat and Rohit, and which they are good. Don't get me wrong, they're really good. But then work with something that will give you results, right? Which is winning the ultimate championship. So,
hey, Sharon, in spite of that, we love India. We love the men in blue. We love Indian players. Right?
We say this with love, right? We are taking all this time because we want India to be that dominant, right? We want India to be the next powerhouse, right, of cricket, which it is, but the number one, the numero uno for decades and decades. So that's what is.
I'm looking forward to be at the game on 9th, India-Pakistan.
Good. We'll have some good, updates from our Singh Saab from the game. Hopefully you'll get to interview both Indian and Pakistani spectators and get some balanced views from both sides.
See. I've got lots of good Pakistani friends, so it'd be all friendly banter. It'd be fun.
Yep.
Yeah, it will be nice, Arun, if you could interview Anushka Sharma. That will be really great. And send us the video or shots of her. We'll post it.
I have sent an email, just waiting to hear from her. I'll let you know, Anshul.
Okay, thank you so much. It was great fun and talking about the upcoming ICC T20 World Cup. We'll have more stuff on cricket coming up very soon as the tournament is going on. We'll have some videos coming in live from Arun Singh, and then we'll share all that information. Until then, feel free to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up if you want to support us. Thank you so much. Bye.